Wrestling News CC presents. Roman Reigns unleashes his secret weapon, enter Zilla Fatu. The WWE Universe is shocked. Hey Wrestling News CC fans. Welcome back to the channel, where we break down the biggest, boldest, and most jaw-dropping moments in WWE today. If you thought WWE's power dynamics were settled, think again. The universe was rocked to its core on this past SmackDown, when the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, dropped a bombshell no one saw coming. Just as Seth Rollins and his faction seemed unstoppable, Roman revealed his secret weapon, the monstrous and enigmatic Zilla Fatu. Today, we're diving deep into everything that went down, the tension, the build-up, the reveal, and what this seismic shift means for the future of WWE. So buckle up, because this is a story you won't want to miss. For weeks, Reigns was silent, his presence felt only in the background. This silence led many to question whether Roman had lost his edge or if something else was brewing. The tense SmackDown build-up. Fast forward to the latest episode of SmackDown. The energy in the arena was electric. Seth Rollins was strutting to the ring, his confidence practically radiating. The crowd was on edge, ready for a new chapter in this fierce rivalry. Rollins took the mic, with that signature smug grin, and launched into one of his most scathing promos. He mocked the bloodline, sneered at Roman Reigns' legacy, and declared that his empire would dominate WWE from now on. He even went so far as to claim that at the upcoming Money in the Bank event, he and his faction would cement their reign by defeating anyone who stood in their way. The crowd roared, some cheering Rollins, many others booing, but everyone was fully engaged. Rollins had the floor, or so it seemed. The epic moment, lights out, thunder rolls in. Suddenly, the arena plunged into total darkness. The noise died instantly. Even the speakers went silent. Fans in the arena and millions watching at home were holding their breath, confused and nervous. This silence lasted long enough to build suspense, then, slowly, the lights returned in a dramatic, intentional sequence. A single spotlight hit the entrance stage. And there he was. Roman Reigns. But Roman wasn't alone. Standing next to him was a figure that towered over everyone, arms crossed, face stoic but fierce, presence absolutely thunderous. The new force. The secret weapon. Zilla Fatu. Who is Zilla Fatu? The enigma revealed. For those who may not be fully familiar, Zilla Fatu is a name that's been whispered among hardcore wrestling fans and insiders, a prodigious talent with a blend of raw power, agility, and intensity rarely seen. Some fans caught glimpses of him in developmental territories or dark matches, but until now, Zilla has never made a major WWE main roster appearance. His introduction alongside Roman Reigns sends a clear message. The tribal chief is not just watching quietly anymore. He has been preparing for this moment, assembling a new weapon to crush his enemies and protect his throne. The impact on WWE's power dynamics. This reveal isn't just a twist for tonight's show. It shakes the very foundation of WWE's power structure. Seth Rollins' empire was built on the illusion of dominance, but with Roman and Zilla now united, the scales have tipped dramatically. Fans are already speculating what this means for Money in the Bank and beyond. Will Zilla Fatu join the bloodline officially? Is he here to serve as Roman's enforcer, the muscle that breaks down anyone who opposes the tribal chief? Could Zilla challenge Seth Rollins directly, igniting a feud that could define WWE for months? How will Paul Heyman respond, now that his protégé's empire is directly challenged by this new alliance? Fan reactions and social media buzz. Across social media, the reactions have been explosive. Wrestling fans are buzzing with excitement, debating Zilla Fatu's potential and what his arrival means for Roman Reigns and the entire roster. Twitter is ablaze with hashtags like #ZillaFatu, #Roman Reigns, #Bloodline, and #Seth Rollins. Memes, highlight clips, and fan theories are spreading like wildfire. Even legends and current superstars have chimed in, some congratulating Roman's reveal, others warning Seth Rollins of the war ahead. Bloodline 2.0, is this the rebirth? Zilla Fatu's arrival doesn't just signal a new bodyguard or heavy hitter for Roman Reigns. It potentially marks the beginning of something much bigger. The rebirth of the bloodline. Let's be honest, ever since Jey Uso left the faction, Jimmy spiraled, and Solo Sikoa became more unpredictable. Fans have wondered if the bloodline's dominance had quietly faded. The aura was still there, but the cohesion? Not so much. And then, boom. Zilla Fatu enters. This isn't just another cousin showing up to help. Zilla brings a dangerous edge to the bloodline. He has that rare, primal charisma and unpredictability that feels like it could reshape the faction entirely. If Roman is truly rebuilding, then Zilla may be the foundation of Bloodline 2.0, a more ruthless, more efficient, and more strategic version of the original group. Add in Solo Sikoa's rising aggression and a possible return of Jimmy or even a heel-turn Jey, and suddenly, the landscape looks terrifying for Rollins and anyone else aiming for the throne. Zilla Fatu's real-life legacy, wrestling royalty. Now let's talk about Zilla's bloodline, and no, we're not just talking kayfabe. Zilla Fatu is the real-life son of Umaga, one of the most dominant and unforgettable forces WWE ever produced. That's right, the Samoan Bulldozer's legacy lives on in this towering, silent enforcer. It's poetic. Umaga was known for his brutal offense, unrelenting energy, and complete disregard for pain. If Zilla carries even a fraction of that intensity, and from what we've seen so far, he absolutely does, then WWE may be witnessing the second coming of one of the most feared warriors in modern wrestling history. And guess what? Zilla isn't here to pay tribute. He's here to make his own name. WWE fans love legacy, but they also crave evolution. Zilla Fatu doesn't just look like a beast, he carries the weight of expectation, and if SmackDown was any indication, he's ready to exceed every single one. Countdown to Money in the Bank, the war begins. Let's pivot to the next massive WWE event, Money in the Bank. Right now, rumors are flying backstage that the event will feature Seth Rollins vs. Roman Reigns, non-title. Zilla Fatu's in-ring debut. A possible faction vs. faction match, Bloodline 2.0 vs. Rollins Empire. Could you imagine that? Zilla Fatu standing across the ring from Braun Breaker. Roman Reigns finally squaring up against Seth Rollins in a match where legacy is the real prize. The arena holding its breath as chaos erupts from all sides. Money in the Bank might not just change careers, it could change the very balance of power in WWE. What's next? Predictions and speculations. So, what can Wrestling News CC fans expect in the coming weeks? An epic showdown between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns is inevitable. Zilla Fatu will likely debut in-ring soon, unleashing devastation on Rollins' faction. Paul Heyman's role could evolve. Will he switch allegiances, or try to mastermind an even bigger plan? Money in the Bank promises to be a night of chaos, with stakes higher than ever before. Stay tuned, because Wrestling News CC will be right here breaking down every explosive moment as this story unfolds. Alright, Wrestling News CC family, what do you think about the arrival of Zilla Fatu? Is this the beginning of a new era for Roman Reigns? Can Seth Rollins withstand this storm? Drop your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest WWE news and updates. Thanks for watching Wrestling News CC, where the wrestling universe comes alive. If you thought tonight's story was wild, trust me, what happens next will blow your mind. So don't stop now. Click on the video right here on your screen to continue the chaos, the drama, and the inside scoop only we deliver. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and join the Wrestling News CC family, where the real stories of WWE come to life. See you in the next one.